Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, right back to Herbert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Saban Collins who got in there to get the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. From the 35, here's the 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. You look at this Bears defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Oh, some strong running. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Easy. Hey, 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this one is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
.31 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over.
First down 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Second down, they go back to Hubbard. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now Fields going to move him around. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, look at this Arizona defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
They held them to just 7 points, and in reviewing the game tape, I'm wondering how they got the 7. I actually wrote a note to myself. How did they even score? The way they were playing, absolutely dominating on their side of the ball.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action. It's Fields. Looking deep here for Mooney. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Cardinals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. The Cardinals at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Murray now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hey.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Murray again. This will be caught by Lamb. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
That's one.
Now Murray. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Big ace.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Go! Shit. 2-2.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, and the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here comes third down and 7.
Let's go.
Fields now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work on this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Big Ace open. Big Ace open. 2-2.
On second down, here's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Big Ace. Big Ace. Hey. Green. Oh.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Omaha. 2-2.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now 2nd and 5.
Omaha. Easy.
To throw is Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This is a half of not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Here we go.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
More the motion man right. Fields throwing again. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go, Scott. Chip slant. You got a mini base. Why not? Up. Go.
Now a first down throw. Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. To the air again, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Murray now on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
T.J. Edwards
Charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, Murray delivers on the crosser to McBride. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
Murray going to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
They'll run on first down.
Gregory. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down and 6 now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gregory. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Shotgun now from Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Gregory.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Here's Murray. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 17-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Play fake. Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
I know so.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And the lead will hold at 10. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Fields. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A give left side here for Herbert. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Go Mars, go Mars. Right.
Off play action, Fields. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. On 1st down, Fields. Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
No gain on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Come back, come back. Buzz.
Throwing now is Murray. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Able to find Kmet.
I like what they did there. Still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
All eyes on Fields. Gets this to Moore.
And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Fields. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
Hand off right side for Herbert. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
This is 1st and 10. Now Fields.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Don't worry.
And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation.